Hey guys, very good news. I finally got my Micromark Rapid Mold Rubber from the UPS man today. So I'm very excited. I get to do some mold work for a little bit, and I already have some that I have prepared since Monday. So now being at Friday, I'm ready to rock and roll with this. But first, since I have the material ready to go, I want to do a quick tutorial for you guys. The first part is going to go over the supplies you're going to need to make your mold rubber. I of course use the Micromark 1-to-1 Rapid Mold Rubber. I've always used it. That doesn't mean I haven't used any other materials. I have tried the Smooth On. It's a very good quality product, and I recommend that as well. So whatever you're currently using or you're planning on using, whatever you think would work for you, by all means stick with it. I need some mixing sticks. I need some measuring cups. I need to build my mold boxes out of some sort of material. I've seen people use Legos and actually build little block mold boxes from that. I use black mat board, this stuff right here. It's very good for building mold boxes, and I'll just literally just measure out a box, and I'll just score the edges, the parts that will fold up. For example, this piece right here. Here you go, there's a flat piece of mat board I just cut out and I scored it, and you can bring it together and just tape it, and you got yourself a custom mold box of a certain size and depth that you can use over and over again if you take good care of them. And I got all kinds of sizes. For example, move this out of the way here. Here's my Nostromo panel. It's in a very large mold box here. And then these are my standard ones that I do head sculpts with. And I got 2 big Tupperware containers full of these molds, and a lot of them range back 3, 4, 5 years, and they're still very good quality molds. They haven't broken down. So that's why I'm pretty much a mark for Micromark. Anyway, so these guys have all been set up and are ready to be poured, for the exception of this one. It's empty, and that's where Roy Batty's head sculpt's going to go. And I just wanted to show you how I attach the head sculpts I do into these mold boxes. So here's Roy's head sculpt. Hello, Roy. And I take a little bit of Super Sculpty that's needed. Make sure it's a little sticky. Don't get the old stuff. Get some fresh Super Sculpty. The reason why I use Super Sculpty instead of sticky wax, the red sticky wax that I've seen tends to stain the master, and I don't want my masters stained. I'd rather just keep them as clean as possible. And what I'm doing right now is creating a sprue at the top of the head. And a lot of people may say, well, Dayton, you know, if you create a sprue like that, when you make your cast, you're going to have to go back and resculpt that area that you're cutting off from the sprue, right? And I'll say, yeah, probably. It depends on how much detail's there. If it's hair, then I can resculpt it, no problem. I've done this for so long that now I don't seem to mind that situation. Anyway, so here we go. I got a nice sprue made, and what I'm going to do is take my mold box, make sure I label it with the letter F for front. That's the face. That's the way the face is going to be facing. The face will face the front. Just remember that. And you'll understand why when you get ready to release your head sculpt from your mold. Anyway, so we stick this down in there, lightly and gently. Just push down just a little bit of pressure. You don't need a lot. Because what you don't want to do is that you don't want to push the sprue down to where it thickens and widens. Because if you do that, then you're going to have a much more difficult time cutting that sprue off from your casting copy. So now I've got a nice centered piece with the face facing the front, and it's ready to have a pour. So for this part, I have all my molds ready to go. My mold boxes, ready to go. The Nostromo will be an open face mold, which means I'll pour it flush with this with the top here, but I'll remove the mold and pour my castings from the opposite side, which will be open. which is always nice because I don't have to worry about air bubbles and stuff like that. And the rest are going to be one-piece molds, in which after I make the pour and it cures, I'll go back with an X-Acto knife and slit the sides and open it just enough to free up the piece inside and pull that out, and I got my one-piece mold. So when we come back for part 2, I'll show you how to mix and pour your head sculpt molds. Thanks.